YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gamer. Welcome back to Gallop Racer 2003. And I don't know why I always begin these videos, like the 2003 videos with that intro, the extended 2003. I feel like I have a new intro for our 2004 series, but this one has been pretty consistent. Let's look at King Lark, how he's developing. It's been a while since we've played. So just to recap, and I'll show you who we're working with on track, but as far as the little ones, first potential 5-star across-the-board horse for me in any Gallop Racer game, like, ever. I've never gotten a 5-star horse. One, I've told you guys over the years, I really didn't do well with breeding at all as a kid. I played with the in-game horses, and I restarted my season modes like a bazillion times, right? So yeah, like I never achieved those things. I just wasn't really in that mindset. King Lark, you see his pedigree. He is from Twin Sun out of Frugal Lark. And just a reminder, Twin Sun is from Mad Courage in our Gallop Racer original Honeybee. And Honeybee was from Crimson Art and Scotch Dancer. Honeybee still to this day one of the fastest closers we've ever raced. Not just in this game, but I think in all the games that I've played on this channel. Speed is going to be there. Speed, speed, speed. You got Scotch Dancer, speed. Honeybee, speed. Mad Courage, speed. Twin Sun, speed. And there's not a slow horse in this pedigree. So King Lark is looking to be fantastic. He's got the nice high sock on his back left leg. So excited for him. And then our newest filly that was born this year, HRG Arrow. She is 2 stars across the board. She's from Electric Arrow out of Frugal Lark. She should be a blast to work with as well. So really, really excited, obviously, for what we have coming our way in the coming future. But let's look at the horses we're currently working with. I already looked at these horses prior to starting the episode. One Lady Miracle. She is on a roll. She comes from Social Brandy out of Suave Master. You can see her stats on the right. I'm not sure if she's... I haven't played in a while, so I can't remember who's still developing and who's not. I think they're all still developing. Like all of our originals that are currently on track are still developing. So she's going to get better. 89, almost 90 power. That bar is going to be red, hopefully within the next month. So that's super exciting. See her abilities, spurt, stretch, burst, fast pace, okay. She doesn't like the impost, but it hasn't really affected her. She's raced 20 times total. It's been a while since I've gotten a win with her. I think she's in the GWS Turf campaign. She finished 3rd last time out in the Diamond Cup. She has 6 wins, 4 places, 6 shows, and 3 Grade 1 wins. So, yeah, from what I understand, especially with Social Brandy as her father, she should, she should really start coming into her own at the end of this year and definitely her 5-year-old season. So hopefully she'll have a really good, strong one. Didn't mean to exit out. Pale Reef, we know what she's doing. She's on a roll. Pale Reef, you see her stats. There you go. And you see her wins. 16 wins out of 20 lifetime starts, and 15 of those are grade 1s, and we're on a winning streak. Pale Reef is like a monster. Most of us know that. Ready for combat. Our 3-year-old filly here. She comes from Crimson Art out of Frugal Lark. I'm really, really excited to see how she develops over time. You can see her stats are not great, but Crimson Art always has that sustained growth type, so your horses aren't going to start really showing true peaking potential until at least 5. Closer and Dominator are her abilities, and no wins. So we're still trying to... Oh, I take that back. 2 wins. I was looking at the grade 1s. My bad. No grade 1 wins, but she does have 2 solo wins. So that's still better than nothing. And America's Dream, our 2-year-old colt. His stats, as you can see, still developing. He comes from Social Brandy out of Frugal Lark. He should be a monster. Close race okay is his only ability, but if he's from those 2 horses, I think that's all he needs. And he won his maiden race by quite a margin. So, that's currently what we're working with in this 2003 playthrough. And I was going to check our status in the GWS, which I think is in the info office. Gosh, sometimes my fan just starts like spazzing out if I have it set up a certain way, so I just turned it off. It's fine. It was really hot earlier. Really, really hot. Hotter than I would like it to be. Like, the weather is getting warmer here. We've had like 85 degrees Fahrenheit days, which is not the hottest. I mean, I used to live out on the west coast of the United States where 115 degree days were my norm, so I'm not adverse to heat. And I mean that in Fahrenheit. So if you do temperature in Celsius, look that up, convert 115 Fahrenheit to Celsius. It gets pretty hot out west, but I was in the desert in Arizona. That's kind of a given. So these are just classifications. I'm not really concerned about that. GWS. Why do I keep going to like the wrong thing? Stop being goofy. There we go. Rankings. So Pale Reef is leading in the sprint. We just started that though, so still a long way to go. One Lady Miracle. She's still in the turf, but she's got to get a win. She has to get a win. And I think it's wide open for her. If we can get her a win, that would be 12 points. That would actually put her potentially in second or first place. And then I don't think we have anybody going on the dirt. And thank goodness. It's kind of a competitive field with some of those horses. So, yeah, Pale Reef is going to win the sprint, I think, no doubt. One Lady Miracle would like to get her the turf, but worst case worse, if she can't win the turf this year, she should be able to win it next year, and she'll be at her peak. I haven't played this game in, I think it's actually almost been a month. It's definitely been over 3 weeks, which is crazy. It doesn't feel like that. It never really does. It never feels like it's been as long as it has for this game, but it's like, oh yeah, I haven't played in like 10 years. That's what it feels like sometimes. The One Lady Miracle, we have to get you going again. I don't know why I'm channeling my inner Eric Cartman voice. And I haven't even watched South Park in like, last time I watched South Park was like a month and a half. Oh gosh, it's going to be one of those episodes. I'm just letting you guys know. It is past midnight. It's not 2 a.m., but it's past midnight. Long day. Good day, for the most part. People annoying me in public, as per usual. It's a really big pet peeve of mine. It's like I'm just minding my business, you know, and just people just have to say, like, stupid stuff to me and try to be funny. Like, he, and it's like, one, your jokes aren't funny, and two, I don't know you. And three, why are you talking to me? You know, I just like to be left alone. You know, you guys know, I'm a very reserved, introverted person. I like my space. People are like space and like boundary violators. They just think just because you're in public, they can just be like 2 inches from your face. Like, I feel your breath on me. You're too close. Like, respect people's space and face. Yes, you should respect both. You know what I mean? We have a 7 furlong open here with America's Dream. He is the co-favorite with the 2-horse Chili Fang. Like, it's not hard to, like, just be respectful of people's space. It's just amazing to me, like, the lack of, like, awareness that, like, at least people here, like, where I live. It doesn't happen in other places as much. That's why I can't wait to actually kind of leave where I'm currently at and go back out to the West Coast. People were, believe it or not, a lot better. At least for me. Like, when I was living in California and Arizona for some time, like, people respected your space. They didn't annoy you. Because, like, everybody is really focused on their thing. Where I live, it's, like, very kind of, like, cliquish, like, niche, cultish. Like, people don't really branch out of their circles. So, like, people are, like, best friends with, like, their childhood friends, and then they like all like get married and have their kids. It's like, and that's fine. It's fine if that's what people do, but it's like anybody that's like a little bit different, they're always kind of like shunning you, like, oh, you're different, you're weird. So people like me, you know, always end up just kind of having to deal with just that type of thing. And it is what it is. I don't think it's hard to just be like aware of different individuals you are around, but awareness is, I'm starting to learn, might be quite a skill, because like, you know, I even have like I've had friends that weren't like really aware, and I just kind of ignored it until it started to get really bad, and I'm just like, okay, and we've been friends for forever and you're still not like aware of things. So yeah, outside of that, my day was actually good. You know what I mean? Like, the weather's getting warmer, so not everybody's just like in an absolutely like over the hill type of jovial mood, which is great. I am too. I'm so happy. None of us like winter, but it's like we get warm weather every year, and people act like it's the first time we've had warm weather where I live, because it gets pretty cold. We didn't have a too bad of a winter. Easy win there for America's Dream. I wasn't really worried in that race. I felt like he was, once I got him up to the front, he settled in. He had a lot of stamina and pace, and I thought he was going to push through, and he did just as We saw there on Scream, 2-length winner over Silver Asset, and the second favorite Chili, or actually the first favorite Chili Fame. That's who they projected to come in first. Finished all the way in 7th. So great race for America's Dream. We will take it. But yeah, it's just it's just one of those things, man. I am such like just kind of chill out on the ranch in the at the cabin type of guy. I'm sure most of you are too. I know KNS, you can definitely resonate with that in regards to your farm and your goats, and obviously liking and loving to deal with them, I would say, in comparison to, I would say the less than stellar of people, and that's worldwide, right? I would think most of us are animal type of people anyway. So if we had a preference, if it was like a Jeopardy type of like, who would you rather deal with if you had to pick? I think most of us would be like, yeah, we'd be cool with our animals, which would be your horses, your dogs, your cats, whatever you have, right? They love you unconditionally, and even if they annoy you at some point, it's just like you love them so much, it's never going to be to the point where like, oh, I have to get rid of my horse or my dog, right? People, you're like, hey, I can stop being friends with you, I can cut you off, I can block you, like you can do that stuff. You feel that way sometimes with people. I'm trying to figure out what to do with America's Dream. He's winning very easily on the Open. I kind of just want to stack wins with him. I don't think he's ready for other races yet, so I'm just kind of maybe a grade 3. Actually, we'll step him up to a grade 3. We'll see how he handles that. Okay, I digress. I've talked about annoying people for far too long. But yes, we are here. It's a good way to kick off, and we are ready for combat. Let's see what she can do. It's a field of 12. Not expected to finish in the top 5, as if I care. This game is never really this game is definitely like way off with its favoritism. Like 2004 is pretty accurate most of the time, but I feel like my playthrough file here for 2003, the odds, the projected winners, it never really pans out how they say. Never does. Like if you were betting, and like if this was like a real life type of thing, like this is one of those like multitude of tracks where it's just you never know, which can be exciting, and for people, but at the same time, if your goal is to win money, unpredictability is not necessarily what you want in horse racing wagering, if you're of age, right? That's the whole thing behind hold on a second. All right. When people are, doing their research, obviously on horses, and they're handicapping, for some reason that word was escaping the bleeping heck out of me, man. Like, I could not think of it. I'm like, I talk about it all the time. I do it myself. I've been doing it for a while, I learned how to handicap when I was like, I swear, like in 8th grade, I think. I was only 14, but of course, most of my family members, at least ones that are no longer with us, unfortunately, they got me into horse racing and taught me about it. So, I don't know why that word was escaping me. I'm like, wait, let me gather my thoughts because it's going to bother me if I can't think of it. But when it comes to handicapping, right? No handicapper wants like unpredictable races and unpredictable fields. How are you going to make money when you can't exactly have a solid idea of what may or may not happen? Of course, nothing's 100% in horse racing, but still, you like to have an idea. Really good run here for Ready for Combat, though. Let's get back to the action. She is fighting almost less than half a furlong to go. She's still driving. Ready for Combat might go ahead and get her 2nd or 3rd win of the season. Oh, no, the 12 ended up shooting right up there. I forgot. I think that was the favorite, actually. That's still a great result in the rain, in the slop here for Ready for Combat. Let's see where she finished. 2nd? Oh, we may have just gotten there. No, the 12 didn't get there in time. Let's go! What a run. What a stretch run for Ready for Combat. To think all this talking about some horse-related stuff, horse racing stuff, and some just completely irrelevant, kind of surprised I'm winning. I feel like usually when I go off on like my random like rants, or whatever you would like to refer to it as, I feel like that's what I kind of do the worst. She's supposed to finish 8th. That's a big time finish. Yeah, positioning was not great, but who cares? We won the race, and I aced the stretch. To me, that's the most important. Positioning is like, okay, yes, that's going to get your horse in the best field, but you can still win without it. If you have a bad stretch run, more than likely you're screwed. It's hard to bounce back from that. I've proven that time and time throughout some of our videos and our series over the years, obviously. In fact, I would say it's definitely my weakest attribute, but at times it can also be my strongest depending on the horse, you know? Like sometimes I just feel like I'm not where I need to be on the stretch, and then other times it's just on the money every time. But it really does depend on the horse. Certain horses are so easy to know when to get them going. Others, sometimes they can kind of get flustered if there's other horses around them and they lose that head to head. So it's still variables. It's not like every horse runs the same, but obviously keying into that is going to give you the best advantage. So it's the Platinum Stakes here with one lady, Miracle. She's actually expected to finish 4th. So this could be a win. Fairy Singer's here. Dancing Monster, I believe, is the favorite there at the top, the number 1 horse. It's a relatively competitive field. Not anything super, super crazy, but certainly horses we can't sleep on. So, yeah. She's looking good. See if her stats have improved at all. No, they've stayed the same. She just needs more speed, man. Like, her stamina is middle of the road. It's where it needs to be. Anything above 65, I'm okay with. Her power is almost 90. Guts is 81. She's got the heart. I'm starting to think I really need to get her going sooner, right? That's probably the thing with her. She's a mid-pack runner. I need to keep her as close to the mid-proceeder-like type as possible. We're only going 10 furlongs, so she should be able to manage this well, as long as I don't, obviously, overwork her. And hopefully we can make this 3 for 3 today. No idea how long I'm going to record. I will just keep playing until I feel like we've reached... Well, probably up until breeding season. Because I don't have 27 horses in this game compared to 2004. I counted. Yeah, 27 horses we have in 2004. Like, that's the most I've ever played with in a game. Gallop racer-wise, or horse racing-wise at one time. Oh, no! I missed the start! I mean, I guess that kind of works because she needs to kind of run towards the middle anyways, but like that... She doesn't have a terrible temper. I just completely missed it. Misjudged it, mistimed it, whatever you want to say. Fortunately, though, she's got pretty good braking, and she actually gets right to the middle as if she didn't even brake bad. So thank goodness for a strong horse here. Because without that, I mean, I don't know. That could have been really bad, and we would have had to work overtime to get her where she needs to be. But yeah, we only race with 4 horses in this game. That's 23 horses less than 2004. So it's a lot easier, obviously, to progress. I mean, we're on year 44 in this game, and we're only on year 38 in 2004. And, like, I've uploaded 3 times the amount of videos for Gallop Racer 2004 compared to Gallop Racer 2003. But this goes to show you, the more horses you have, it's just going to take longer for you to progress. You can't do anything about that. But that's part of the joy. I do like the grind. Have I not said that for like the longest? I'm all about the grind, baby. I'm all about the grind. Now, did not get started as early as I want. It's going to be quite the catch-up. Let's see if One Lady Miracle can do it. Oh, she's not making a dent. Oh, no. See, this is a race where I mistimed the start, and she's going backwards. That's been happening with her as of late. And I keep forgetting to get her started sooner. So, gosh. GWS is, I think, out of the question. That was a race we needed to do better with. I'm obviously not going to restart or reload. She was supposed to finish 4th. Yeah, terrible stretch one. Stretch one? Yeah, there we go. A stretch. Terrible stretch run. That prime exit right there. Talked it up, right? Talked it up about not always nailing it, and there's a clear crystal example of me not getting it done right. So, but the crazy thing is, like, she still can win because horses keep winning that didn't have any points. Dancing Monster won that, right? So, like, nothing really changed. The 14-point Divine Steel leader is still in the lead. So, It's insane. Like, if I could just figure out how to get her a couple of wins before the end of the year, she could still win it. Now she's not well, so she'll probably have to miss out on some really important ones. So maybe that is it. But it's just like, I've been blowing opportunities, and like, she still has a chance to win. It's kind of insane. And what do you know? Actually, it must be divine, because she doesn't miss anything, and she can race in the Paris Cup, and she'll be ready to go. What if it's just meant for her to win, regardless of how bad I'm racing with her? Like, it's been third, sixth, seventh. Like, gosh, it just, I don't know what I'm doing with her anymore. The last time I won with her was a grade 2 earlier in the year at 11 furlongs. Ever since, it's been third, sixth, third, and seventh. Just not ideal. And the bad thing is about this GWS chase, she's still not getting points. At least if she was getting points, that would help. But she's not getting points. Yeah, third win for Ready for Combat. So for 3-year-old filly with a later growth type from Crimson Art, we know his foals really don't start peaking until 5.5. Remember Honeybee and Perfect Art. Both of them did not start to hit their peak until they were over 5 years old. So if I'm already kind of racking up wins with her now as a 3-year-old, hopefully that's a good sign that once she hits her peak, it should be smooth sailing. Oh dear, oh dear. I don't know what I'm doing with One Lady Miracle. Gots to figure it out ASAP. I think she can run in grade 3s. We'll run her here. Elm Stakes. See how she handles that. So sorry, my girl. I am so sorry. That is on me. 33 field rating. It's not really the problem, despite it being a pretty bad stat. That's not the issue. I'm just mistiming her stretch runs all the time. Yeah, I gotta keep her closer. I wish she was a preceder or a front runner. I hate that she's kind of a mid-pack type of runner. I don't think it suits her well. Because, like, look at her response rating, 52. So she doesn't get going fast enough. You see, a horse like her needs at least like a 70-plus type of response rating to benefit off of running towards the back. If a horse is super slow to respond to you and they're running second to last, that's a little bit dramatic, but you understand my point. Like, it's going to take you forever to get to the front unless you really jump the field. And sometimes I feel like I mistime it, like it's too early, you know? So, got to remind myself of that. I keep forgetting. She does not have a good response rating, so it's going to take her forever to get to the front. GWS Sprint, though. Pale Reef. We've been on a winning streak with her. They're not going to give her favoritism for some strange reason. They think Pale Winner and Far Midnight are faster horses, and Divine Carol, and Scott Show. And it's not that these horses are slow. I mean, I know they're fast, but, like, come on, Pale Reef, she is the oldest mare, the oldest gala in this field, and I think she's going to run circles around everybody. Hopefully. Hopefully I don't overdo it and mess it up. But I've been on a winning streak with her. Probably actually should have saved before this one, because I would hate to actually lose this race. But I'm just going to do what I need to do. Take off the pressure, run your races, and get her going. I don't think she has a good... I can't remember if she has a good response rating or not. I have no idea. Oh, okay. Trying to play a voice message, but I already listened to it. Kind of forgot it. Thought it was new. Perfect start there for Pale Reef. And we'll just go ahead and drop her back. We're running straight down the chute, aren't we? Yep. It's okay. I believe we are. I don't know. I was telling her to speed up, but she just wasn't listening at all. That was kind of weird. Like, we weren't supposed to be this far back. I definitely wanted to get her, like, up to the tail of whoever one of these horses are, and she just was not responding, so that's weird. Okay, no worries, no worries. She's got plenty of stamina. We've saved a lot of ground, so... Give myself plenty of space, because we know how the AI like to run. They just like to move and fan out. They'll move in, and then they'll move out. Okay, so we'll get her on the run. And now we're getting going. And let's see, who are we trying to catch? Is that Divine Carol? I knew it. Yep. Gosh, Divine Carol's actually kind of rolling on us. Maybe that horse will tire. Ah, starting to fatigue. But gosh, half a furlong left to go. Can we get there with Pale Reef? And no. Too late. Gosh. That's what I mean. It's like the timing thing with me. I forget. Got to go earlier with some horses in this game. Really do. Like, we've talked about it, some of us. Just the different timing of the stretch runs. Like, how you do it in 04, you can't always do it that way in this game. Still gave me an S. Yeah, field position weren't great because, again, I don't know what happened in the middle stage of the race. So, it's still good for her GWS campaign because she's still leading the sprint. So, that's points. We finished second. So, she should have been a win. I mean, she smoked the rest of the other horses, and we had a late closer there. But that definitely was a win on the table. But we'll take it because, as you see, she's still 6 points comfortably in front. And now that I know that's how Divine Carroll really got started pretty early. I wasn't expecting that horse to go as quickly. Kind of caught me napping. Now that I know that, though, I'm not really worried the next time out. So, Pale Reef, no worries. I wanted to keep her winning streak alive, but, I mean, she's still doing phenomenal. So, it is what it is. All right, next test for you, my gal. London Mile. Should be fun. All right, so 2 races today for the 3-year-old filly ready for combat and 2-year-old colt America's Dream. And let's make sure we keep ourselves in the game here. It's like now that I've like focused on talking about the game, I've like dropped 2 races. The irony in that. America's Dream, 3rd favorite in this, no, 4th favorite, Pink Amber. It's gonna be a tough girl to beat. But America's Dream, he's showing good potential early on, so I'm not worried about where he'll finish. I think we can win, but if we don't and we finish in the top 3, I'll still be happy with that. You see his stats, they're nothing impressive. He's still got a ways to go, at least 2 more years of development, minimum. So we have time with him. We have time, and he's looking good already, so I'm not concerned. Not concerned. Yeah, it's like the closers, aka Pale Reef and One Lady Miracle, their response ratings aren't great. Like, and that's not an excuse for Pale Reef because I've won with her, but it's like if you don't get it right, then yeah, you really will get punished, and that's what's been happening. You know, the game is punishing me because I'm, forgetting about their response rating. You know, it's like a horse with a, great response rating. Yeah, you can kind of wait last minute, get them going, and they instantly get into, kick into that next gear. But for a horse that doesn't have that type of turn of foot, yeah, it's going to take them a while to get the message. Oh, you mean to go this fast? So. Yeah, they're going now. Keeping America's Dream on the move. Keep him on the move. Now we're going to go. It's the 5 horse trying to run off on us. That's straight impulse. Don't remember where that horse is supposed to finish. Pulling away. Horse is pulling away. But maybe... horse may have tapped out. Horse may have tapped out. Here comes America's Dream. Half a furlong left to go. America's Dream driving. Nobody else in the field. And there it is. What'd I tell you? Not worried. Not worried at all. Not worried at all. And I said it right before the race. I'm like, he should be able to win it, even not being the favorite. And he just gets there by about half a length. And that's another win. This guy's on a roll. What, 3 for 3 now? Or 4 for 4? Undefeated. Looking good. Looking really good. And his stats aren't even close to their peak. Yeah, Straight Impulse is the 2nd favorite. Actually cleared that horse by a length. Easy money. Easy money. There we go. You see, it works with him. He's a front runner. I can keep him to the front, run him literally right behind the leaders. Like the other girls, they don't have the response rating to benefit off of running further towards the back. So I'll have to keep that in mind. Ready for combat, though. She's up in a grade 3. I think it's her first grade 3 test on the dirt. No, maybe not. I'll have to check. I can't remember if she's run a grade 3 on the dirt yet. Not good odds, as per usual. So we just really need to focus on trying to get her into the money. You see her stats. Still nothing impressive. 55 stamp, 61 speed. She's slow. Her endurance is all right. She doesn't have a great temper. She does have a good response. And she's a preceder, so that's even better. Like... it's like the preceders have the good response ratings, and then it's the horses at the back that need the good response rating, in my opinion, the most that, don't have it. This game is so weird with how they did those stats for like the horses, man. It really is. Hasn't that been like a running theme for me in this game with some horses? I've talked about it for you know, a while now. I'm just like, they will sometimes give us horses with just stats that are extremely incompatible. You know, a leg type that's kind of incompatible with the response rating, or you know, what other attribute. Whatever other. I felt like I said what other or what other. It's like, what is an other? I don't know. Something else to go in the HRG dictionary. But yeah, this game is really weird about that. We haven't gotten horses like that. Like, we haven't had horses like that in 04. Most of the time, they're either good or they're bad. It's one or the other. We're not getting like horses with like incompatible like leg type and other attributes. This game, we've had several Gallop Racer originals from breeding that have had stats that just... Am I stuck here? Oh my goodness, I hate that. That is so stupid, man. So stupid. She's got plenty of stamina. Let's go, my girl. Forgot how much stamina she had. Ah, overwhipped. Gosh dang it. I thought I only did it once, and apparently I tapped twice. Oh, she has so much stamina. I was not expecting her to have this much stamina in this race left. Oh, that could have been a win. That look at the bar. Look at the bar. She could have ran another, what, 2 to 3 furlongs, possibly? I mean, that's good. That's promising. It's just like, I had no idea she was going to have that much stamina left. She was supposed to finish 10th. So yeah, like I said, when I was comparing her stats, her speed is not great, but her stamina is actually only 6 points away. So that tells me, once she's at her peak, her stamina actually should be like a nice 70 to 80s number. Probably mid to high 70s, which is great. But like, yikes, bro. I did not think she would have that much stamina. So it is what it is. Still a decent result for her. She's still only D ranked. What training regimen do I have her on? Just balanced. Gosh, I feel like sometimes it doesn't really work. You know, like you set these up and I don't see like a significant improvement. I don't know. Like, if I wish I could look at the coding to see what the actual percentages are. Kind of give me a clear idea. So I'm just going to alternate balance and stamina with her. And, you know, until she really starts to kind of make these races look easy. Throw her 7 furlongs in another grade 3. I want to get her as many races as possible, for sure. She's raced 11 times already, 3 wins, so it's actually a decent percentage. Most of the time when we have these late growth types, their win percentage compared to their races ran are usually not close to that at this point. She's only 3 years old, so I think she's actually doing well for her development. Mr. Dream, you are, I believe, 3 for 3. Yeah, 3 for 3. Easy wins, though. We're keeping it easy with him. And as far as his training regimen, I'm not going to lie, I kind of want to focus on speed with him. Like, balance would be nice, but I think his speed will... I think he's showing speed. That's what I'm trying to say. So I would like to kind of keep that a focus. So I'll do 4 months of speed, 2 months of balance training, 4 months of speed. Just kind of do that as much as I can. I mean, that's going to be his highest stat. So, like, yeah, I think we should take advantage of it. Because who is he from again? I thought I had it in my notes. Oh, I do. Social Brainy and Frugal Lark. I mean, yeah, he's going to be fast. So, like, we definitely should focus on that. And another open. Is he going to start carrying handicaps? Like, no. Let's run him in another grade 3. Keep him in grade 3s. We'll move him up to grade 2s probably at the end of the year. Are they all racing on the same day? They are, except for One Lady Miracle. Alright. Oh, quick save. It's actually been 35 minutes. Doesn't really feel like it. That's kind of crazy. Hope you guys are enjoying. And as always, thank you for support on the channel. I don't know if I said that in the beginning. I always try to make it a habit to say that because I am genuinely, thank you, genuinely thankful. Gosh, it's not even 2 a.m. I'm already stumbling over myself. But yeah, I'm always grateful for the support you guys show on the channel. We've had very good growth in the analytics, new subscribers, better watch time, engagement. So like the channel's like all green, like check mark. So thank you guys so much. I'm just glad that you're enjoying. Obviously, I'm enjoying playing the game, and I, like and hope that you're enjoying the content and everything else that comes with HRG. America's Dream up again. Heavy favorite, $1.50 favorite, not even close. Let's just get to it. Yeah, man, he should be really fun down the line. Can't wait to see what he's like once he hits his peak. Gosh, why am I missing the starts? He doesn't even have a bad temper. That was just like terribly mistimed. All right, but yeah, Social Brandy and Frugal Lark. Yeah, no doubt he is going to be a great horse. He's already showing that, right? Is he going to be like he's going to be like our 2003 version of Delta Dream and Gallop Racer 04, right? Delta Dream killing it on the dirt in that game, and America's Dream is going to be the opposite. Looks like he's turning out to be a future turf champion. So, and that wasn't even by design. Like, I didn't even think about it until I turned this game back on. I'm like, I totally forgot we named the horse America's Dream in here. And he looks like Delta's Dream, does he not? Like coat, colors, and everything. I don't even know if I was consciously thinking of that. I don't think I was. Because, like, Delta Dream is older than him. This guy's only 2 years old, so... I don't think I was thinking of it. I really don't. I'm just kind of cruising. Is the 12 really going to run us down? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, wow. He just completely gassed. Okay, I ran him too hard there at the end. That's... Oh, Eric, what are you doing? Wow, yeah, he just completely tapped out there. Yeah. I didn't think I was running him that hard. That's usually what I say, right? That's why that happens. I don't think I'm running the horses that hard sometimes, and then it's like, well, yeah, they're tiring out. That's kind of a clear example. Ready for Combat has no chance here. What? 22-1? Why? She is a dirt horse. This is within her distance. I mean, yeah, she's not a sprinter, I suppose. Wow, they're giving her no chance. I mean, she's defied the odds every time, but still, gosh, she's almost expected to finish like second to last. Much better start. Ugh, so mad at myself for that America's Dream race. Like, I felt it for a second, but I'm like, we'll be all right. And like, no, we won't be okay. We gotta get to the front, my girl. Okay, push. We don't have that long to go. Maybe that's why she has long shot odds. They knew she was gonna struggle to get to the front. Oh gosh. Oh, no. Nah, this is not good. Not a good feel. Position, yep. Is it because of the distance? Like, she has 7 to 15 furlongs. Did the game just know she was going to struggle to run this distance? I don't know. Will she have any showing here? I mean, she's fighting tough. Still fighting tough. See how she handles this incline? She is going to tire out, but I mean, she's potentially looking at a money place finish here. She's going to keep pushing. She is going to finish 4th or 5th. 4th! What'd I say? She's defying the odds every single time. I don't understand why they're giving us like 12th. Yeah, she was supposed to finish 12th out of 14th. How many times has she done that? They're giving her these terrible odds, terrible projections, and she's blowing that out of the water. See, I'm getting it right with her. I don't know why. I'm getting it right with her, and then I'm kind of off and on, and sometimes missing it with the others. So strange. Pale Reef. We got to redeem ourselves. Our rivals are here. Divine Carol, Pale winner. Now, we are the favorite. Pressure is on, but it's a mile. Should be able to win this. What is your response rating? It's 83. Okay. I'm misremembering things. She doesn't have a bad response rating. Maybe it was her heart rating. Yeah, that wasn't too high, was it? Had those two mixed up. I knew it was something in the stretch that was affecting her. I assumed it was the response because that's the issue we had been having. No, maybe the heart. I actually got to get her like out in front to make sure she's clear. She's not battling with horses. I forgot she can run as a midfield horse though. I really don't need to run her as a closer at all. Yeah, it's kind of tricky keeping her in the right field, though. It's been a lot of up and down. Like, I'm really just trying to make micro adjustments. Like, it's just going... Like, I just tapped the directional once, and she's just going way too fast. I don't know why that's been happening here with some of the horses. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Gotta go. Go. Turn it... Oh, Revolution. Okay, yeah. There it is. Thank goodness. I knew I had to go right there. Otherwise, it was probably going to be another disappointing performance. Thank goodness that will not be happening. Yeah, her feel is strange. I got to check where her rating is. I can't remember. Her feel is not ideal. She's actually really up and down. Blows that away. I mean, absolutely destroys the field. That's what Pale Reef does. Let's go. Thank goodness. And she continues to establish and extend her lead in the GWS Sprint. Just take the photo there. I'm just happy we got the win. I'm just happy we got the win. Because if I mistimed that any slower, that would have been 11-length winner. Yeah. Smoked Divine Carol. Like I said, like she's better than the competition in her sprint category. That's why I was so just bummed about that last performance. But she still finished second in that race, and then she bounces back with the first here, so she is doing good things. And America's Dream should have won. I dropped that. Ready for Combat, she's actually been doing phenomenal. I don't think she's really had a bad performance. And Pale Reef extends her lead. Divine Carol somehow jumped up to 30 points. It was 18-12. And then Divine Carol somehow got two really good performances and now is tied. That's actually annoying. But you see, we smoked that horse by 11 lengths, so... That's really annoying, bro. Go away, Divine Carol. You are not faster than Pale Reef. Stop. Like, stop, dude. You're not faster than Pale Reef. Feels 51. Not even bad. So weird. She has a good response, and her feel isn't terrible, but I promise you, like, you saw, if you were paying attention to, her feel meter, if not, rewind the video, you'll see, like, I'm not jamming on the directional. I'm barely tapping it. I'm just wanting one tap. Sometimes double tap depending on if she's too slow, but like nothing major, and like it's just there's no consistency. I keep forgetting I'm always forgetting things about her. She has From Outside, 16 grade 1 wins. I really can't believe like Divine Carol is like trying to like stick with us. Like, could you just go away and like not do that? And I'm gonna run her. Ooh. I don't know what that sound was. Is she fast enough for the Paris Sprint? I just feel like Divine Carol is like running in more races than I expected. Yeah, no, save her for the World Mile Cup. Want her to be in the blue. I think that's more important. And as well as Ready for Combat is doing, at least as far as hitting her goals, she's still only D ranked. It's kind of a bummer, but... yeah, I mean, she's only had 4 finishes in the top 12. Or excuse me, 4 finishes in the top 3 out of 12 races. Look at her. She's been consistently finishing in her last 4 races. She has finished 4th or higher. And look at her odds. She was supposed to be 6th, 8th, 10th, and 12th. And she is still staying consistent. So once she really starts to get stronger and start to get closer to her peak, I think it should be a really fun time. Another grade 3 on the dirt. Why not? That's kind of seems to be a good place for her. America's Dream moves up to B ranked. Staying ability hits 70 as well. Speed 74, so he is getting faster, thank goodness. Yeah, I blew that last race with him. And like his stats aren't like terrible, so like that was just me mismanaging. So I gotta be more mindful of that next time out. I'm kind of curious how he'll do in a grade 2. I know I said I was going to wait, but I also did say if maybe a decent one popped up, we would give it a shot. And he has a great health rating. I can race him a lot, so. Paris Cup, though. One Lady Miracle. Gotta get you points, my girl. We've had 2 races, I think, with no points, and somehow you're still not even eliminated from the GWS turf. She has a chance here today. Key of Truth, I don't really know anything about that horse. Legal Station, kind of the same deal. Sharp Hunter, Divine Steel's here, Last Runner. I know about them, but the other horses are kind of question marks to me. It's a race we can win if I run it right. Power's 91. Speed and staying have slowly improved. Stamina as well. Their response rating 52. Not good. Gotta get her going quickly. Her stamina is almost at 70, so as long as I don't gas her out, she should be able to manage. And that 91 power rating, yeah, hopefully it'll help her. A deep stretch, we'll have to wait and see. Yes, it actually is a beautiful day for racing, and not like a freaking tsunami or, you know, crazy weather type of day where he usually says it. Gray skies, black clouds, rain hitting the track. It's beautiful. It's a wondrous day. It's like, no, it's not. Granted, I suppose beauty is in the eye of the beholders. And the word I said was beholder, not beholds us. And again, I get a terrible start with One Lady Miracle. Oh gosh, if this was 04, dude, the game would have taken her away by now. Like, that is one thing I love about coming back to this game. I don't have that pressure of worrying about losing my horses. Sometimes it just takes me a little bit longer with some horses in this game to get in their to get in that rhythm with them. You know, at least they give you a chance here. 04 is just like, you messed up, you're done. It's like, come on, bro. Like, it's not, this isn't, crap, did not mean to do that. It's not esports. I just wanted to keep her right here, because... You know what, actually? Like, she moved exactly how I wanted her to move with the directional. And she has a worse field rating than Pale Reef. This game doesn't make sense sometimes. Like, things just don't add up. I do not understand. Like, how I'm adjusting the micro adjustments with her speed, she's listening. And she's not going too fast or too slow. Pale Reef, on the other hand, I tapped the button once and she's like, oh, you want me to go like 90 miles an hour? I'm like, no, Pale Reef. That's not what I want you to do. And then I try to slow her down a little bit. She's like, oh, you want me to start walking? Like, no, Pale Reef. That's not what I want you to do. Okay. I hope I timed it well there. I wonder if she'll last. Keep digging, my girl. Keep digging. Tough race. We got to get points today. I just feel like no matter what happens now, she's just not finishing as strong as I would like her to. Gosh, who is that? Key of Truth. Yeah, like I said, I didn't know about that horse. And actually, we're going to finish still a strong second. I don't know what happened in that race. That was strange. Horses looked like they were going to continue to go past us. Then they just kind of tapped out. And maybe that's her endurance that kicked in and helped her secure second. I mean, that's actually a good effort, but my Key of Truth destroyed us. Like, what is happening? I just feel like it's just a little bit chaotic here in this video. There's just a lot going on. Things not happening as expected for certain horses, and then races turning out strangely. It's just like, what is going on, dude? I mean, I'm happy. That's a great result. Maybe this gives her a little bit better of a chance to try to still win this championship. Every time I see Divine Carol tied with us, that irritates me. But we'll move on. Just look at her, 3 points away now. She has not had a good campaign, and yet she is still able to possibly steal it if I can just get a win. Like, if I can continue to finish first or second with her, maybe even third, she might have a chance. Like, when's even the last time I won with her? Oh, that grade 2. I haven't won a grade 1 with her in ages. It's actually been over a year since I won a grade 1 with her. That's really crazy. Yeah, I don't know what to make of you, my girl. Like, you have potential, you got great abilities, your stats aren't terrible, and you're still growing. You're only 4, but you're about to turn 5. You have great heart. What is throwing me off with her? I do not understand. And granted, like I said, that was a good result there, but it's like not winning grade 1s with her in a while. She has 3 of those. I don't know what's preventing me. Like, her stats were worse and I was winning grade 1s. Now, granted, she is running against the toughest horses currently in the game. As far as when I say toughest horses, I don't mean like the best horses in the game. I mean the horses that are currently in our season mode, racing against us in year 44. Those horses. She's running against a tough bunch. But gosh, I don't know. I just wish I could understand why I'm not winning the grade 1s with her. And is it just because like this is actually a really tough class for her? These horses that she's competing against? I mean, I got to run her in this World Turf Cup. She needs points. She won't be well, but she'll have to recover. Strange, man. Strange things going on with One Lady Miracle. I'm happy that she finished second. That was a really solid performance considering I just did not feel 100% comfortable. But man, you know, if we want to win the championship, I think we have to get a win at some point. Or maybe we can luck out on finishing in second, but she has 3 grade 1 wins. We got to get her one. You know, this dry spell is not acceptable. Not for my standards. But we'll move on. It's a grade 2, America's Dream first grade 2 test. And the second favorite behind Aunt B. Ooh, Crimson Canary as well. Okay, second death. Got some fast horses. Fine rhythm. All right. So a pretty spicy grade 2. Be exciting to run against Aunt B, who will be next to us in post position 3. Let's go ahead and take a look at her. I forgot, can't even view the horse's stats in this game, so I don't even know how fast she is, but we know how fast she can get. I just don't know if she's at her peak yet. She's 2? Yeah, she should be pretty fast. Oh, gosh. It's going to be a tough race, but America's Dream, I mean, he's showing that he can also run. Note to self, Eric, don't tire the horse out. There we go. Nice and easy. All right. Good start. We're off in this grade 2. And honestly, it's probably just going to be us chasing Aunt B. In fact, I'm going to keep her in my sight unless she drops too far back. But no, she should be running towards the... Yeah, she's a proceeder, so we'll both be here. Any front runners in this field? Crimson Canary. Okay. Ooh, she's kind of boxed in. You know what? Speed up. Let's go ahead and kind of clear this gap just a little bit. That way she has to stay behind Crimson Canary and we can keep this lane. Sorry, my girl. I love you. You're a great horse. But today is not your day. So she's going to have to find room elsewhere unless Crimson Canary decides to open up and give her space. I'm sure as heck not moving. Yeah, his stamina kind of dies quickly once you get him going really quick. I said quickly twice. There it is. Much better time spurt. I sped him up, slowed him down a little bit, sped him up. So yeah, definitely have to wait a little bit longer with him. Let's freaking go. America's Dream 4 for 4. It's going to be his first grade 2 victory, and this guy's looking phenomenal. He's really turning into the Delta Dream of this game, is he not? Just on the turf instead of the dirt. I wonder if it's a thing with just like the super cliche, generic, like American patriotism, like horse names. America's Dream, cliche beyond belief, but it's working. And then Delta Dream, which, you know, Delta could be other things. It doesn't have to be American, but, you know. Like I said, it wasn't her day. I mean, she was on the inside anyway, so I don't know what she was going to be able to do. If she wasn't blocked on the inside, that could have potentially been different, but that Revolution carried us. America's Dream, 4 for 4. Another great win. And he's winning these races by quite some margins, so I'm really, really happy with how he's doing. Like, I'm getting it right with him, with that exception of that one race I finished second, but again, that was because I just ran him too hard. I held him there, and you see the result. So, there we go. B ranked for America's Dream. I mean, he's going to catch One Lady Miracle soon, man. He's on an absolute roll. 4 for 5. Oh, he should get a 2-year-old award if he stays on this trajectory. A kind of 7 furlongs is a little short. Run him in another grade 3. I just want to save him for the Young Crown Cup. I actually want to see how he does there. Even if he doesn't win, maybe I'll give him a chance to still possibly get a 2-year-old award. Actually, let's check out the classifications to see where he is now. Anyways. Main path. No, not main path. Ratings. So for 2-year-old, well, he's not on this list. Which, yeah, I know he's not at 130. That kind of makes sense. But still, I would have liked to see where he was in retrospect. And I thought you could scroll down further, and unless I'm doing it wrong, yeah, you can't. You just can go left to right. So yeah, in other words, only the top horses appear on these lists. If they're not there, you're not going to see them. It's so amazing how different this game and 2004 are. Like, I have to express that, because we've been talking about that in our Discord lately. And I have to reiterate, the games do not act nor play the same. There are similarities, sure, but you can't approach both of these games in the same exact way. Like, you surely have to adjust your play style a little bit. So, ready for combat. She is here. And another grade 3 on the dirt. Game's still not really giving her any love. I could care less. She's telling them to kiss her butt, basically. So here we go. Gosh, it's been such a strange episode today. Not what I was expecting at all. Some good success, and then some questionable outcomes, and then some bad results as well. It's really kind of been all over the place. Which kind of seems like the norm, I guess, when I think about it, when I come back to 2003 after not playing for a while. Like, if I play this game consistently for a couple more days, then, like, yeah, you know, we should have more successful outcomes throughout the videos, but it's been a while. Played a lot of 04 lately. Like I said, it's been almost a month since the last time I touched this game. So, who is from outside? Is it her or Pale Reef? I think it's Pale Reef. I know bad position, but like this game makes it really hard to run on the outside. There's nothing I can do, and I gotta get her on the whip now. I don't have a choice. But she has the stamina. Like, that's the good thing about her. Like, she doesn't tire out like that easily. She can run quite a while. So I don't know what's going to happen here. I'm not going to give up yet. Those horses look like they're pulling away, but they also could tire out. Still a furlong to go. They're not... I mean, they're kind of pulling away now. Yeah, they're kind of... I mean, they kind of pulled away by like half a length to a length total. I thought they were going to maybe take off on us, and they didn't. She still finishes in the money, and she still defies her odds. So there you go. Another... And double S on the stretch, so I actually did the best I could according to the game, and yeah. Ready for Combat is doing fantastic. Doing fantastic. Oh my goodness. Pale Reef. Okay, we got you a good win last time out. Awesome win. 11 length domination. Our rivals here, there's Divine Carol. Gosh. We actually have better odds than Divine Carol. Maybe that horse doesn't have as good of a health rating, so this could benefit us. We have to beat that horse, ultimately. Like we're only battling Divine Carol, so we have to beat that horse. And as long as we can do that, we should be okay. We should be okay. Yes, it is. You're getting it right this time. Thankfully. Alright, my girl. We know what we need to do. She does have a good response rating. I know it doesn't matter. She's a closer. Like, but still, I don't like getting bad starts. I hate it. I just call it OCD, whatever. I still don't like to get them, even if it benefits the horse. still prefer to get like an okayish start. It doesn't even have to be like good or perfect. It just needs to be like somewhere in the middle. But like getting like starts like that, I don't know. Bad for what? Like, is it because she's running hard? Like her leg type is fine. That's what I mean. Her field rating is 51, but she's never quite happy with where she wants to be, and yet we can still have success. It doesn't make sense. What is this game? Why are they still running 8 to 10 to 12 wide? Insanity. Insanity. That would never happen in reality. Look at all this stamina we have. I mean, what was I supposed to do? Got the bad start. That could have ruined us, but maybe she can run these horses down in the stretch. Come on, Pale Reef. I don't even know where Divine Carol is. Come on, my girl. Keep pushing. Not enough racetrack left. Not enough racetrack left. Oh, no. Not ideal at all, bro. That bad start kind of hurt us because it took me forever to get her back to where she needed to get. And then they were running 12 wide. I was just going to send it on the outside. And fortunately, Divine Carol actually didn't score points. That actually is fantastic. We were supposed to really win that race. I think we could have won it. The conditions just did not suit us at all. And somehow Pale Reap still powered through for 4th place. Like, ugh. Yeah. I want to forget that as quickly as possible. But like I said, we beat our rival Divine Carol in the GWS, which was the most important. So that actually played out somehow so well, considering how things looked and how things played out, like in regards to the race itself. They were running like 10 wide. It doesn't make sense. This has been the strangest 2003 episode in a while. I'm definitely titling it that. World Turf Cup here, 12 furlongs with One Lady Miracle. She's got decent odds, but like Deep Delights here, gosh, it's just like the one time it's like I really need to try to get the win. Deep Delight decides to show up and be the favorite. Like, come on, bro. She's only 3 points away, people. 3 points away, despite how not great I've been doing with her in her last couple of races. Let's just get to the gates. I don't want to see all that. Not ideal, but you know what? We're going to have to make it work. 12 furlongs, so we have a long way to go. Now, I'm actually going to drop her back, let these horses do what they need to do, and I'll move her to the inside as much as I can. I'm literally just holding on to the left directional. That's all you can do in this game. There's no double tapping. Like, if you do that, your horse actually drifts outward, so you just have to hold on to the directional. You don't have to do that in 2004, you know what I mean? But in this game, you do. Yeah, I really need to run her as close to a procedure as possible. I just feel like I keep forgetting to do that, or just like the race is not setting up for that. So as we pass the grandstands for the first time, is Deep Delight in the lead? He should be. No, where is Deep Delight? Deep Delight. I forgot he can run wherever. I'm like, why is he not up the front? But he can run wherever he wants. Now, I'm trying to poke ahead through here. I don't know if this gap is there or if the game is just being stupid and doesn't detect it as a gap. Okay, there we go. I'm like, please, can we get through? Okay, we got to keep her in contention here. I'm going to try to keep her right with these horses. Whatever they do, I'm going to try to mirror. Don't want to send her too far in front. Okay. She's not really listening to me that well, man. She's going too fast and too slow at the same time. Go, 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 go. Go. I want to get this inside. Yes, I cannot believe the rail is open. Holy crap. The rail is actually open. Down the stretch we come with One Lady Miracle. Can we actually get her first grade 1 win in a while? Oh, they got a long way to go. Deep Delight is rolling. Wow. I somehow managed to make that work. That is what she's able to do. That's why I've been so flustered with her, because I'm like, how have I not won a grade 1 with her? She's won 3, which means she's capable of winning them, and her stats are getting better. But I did what I actually needed to do. I said it during the race. I'm like, I actually have to be mindful about running her as close to the procedures as possible, and the rail was open. I don't know how that would have turned out if we couldn't go to the rail. Moved her from the middle of the field to the inside. Took that trip all the way around, and yeah, she can make that work. Gosh, this is what I mean. If she was a procedure, I could run her at the rail most times, right? So it's like I really have to treat her leg type as if like it's a procedure. As long as the game doesn't say bad position, I need to run her as close to the front runners as possible. That's clearly what she needs in order to be successful. Oh, yes. That was a big, 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 big win. That could potentially put her in first for the GWS turf. This is what I mean. Why give up? Why give up just because it was looking bad? That's not me, man. I will not give up. As long as we still have a chance and an opportunity to make things happen, I will not give up. Let's see the standings. Pale Reef extends her lead by 2 points. Far Midnight now closing in. Gosh, the sprint looks so easy and winnable, and now it's like Divine Carol and Far Midnight are really, really trying to give us a run for our money. So hats off to them. And look at that. One Lady Miracle now only 1 point away behind Sharp Hunter. She can still win this championship. I cannot believe that. After it was looking bad, that was a huge win. And thankfully, her previous race before that, she got points as well. And now you see, only 1 point behind Sharp Hunter. And I think if I continue to do that, she still has a chance. We can still have a two GWS type of year with Pale Reef and One Lady Miracle. I'm going to do a quick save, take a break in the action. I believe I will be back to continue this episode before we close out. Alright guys, we're back. Same day. In fact, it's only like maybe 30 minutes later. I just took a break. We're back to it. We're back to it. I was talking to some people during the break, and it's just it was a lot. It was about what I was talking about earlier in the video in regards to just kind of how kind of wild today was. And yeah, for someone like me that like likes my space, it can be overwhelming sometimes. Like, I'm good, but it's like I get exhausted being around like people in person a lot. It's like I can't do that, you know. It's just not me. Like, you know, I feel like there are people that could just be around like strangers every day and they just like love it all the time, or they enjoy it. I'm not that person. Like, I would prefer the opposite. Like, I can be around like a mass group of people like every blue moon, but like most of the time I need to be by myself or like with family or like my close friends. I don't need to be around strangers like all day if it's not work related, you know. So yeah, it can wear on me for sure. I mean, I'm only human and I like my space, as I talked about, and yeah. So, I don't know what to do with Ready for Combat, because, like, she's not going to be in the... Well, 11.5 open? Is that even worth it? Actually, it might be, because she hasn't been getting any wins lately, even though she's been finishing well. I think she actually needs some wins. So, maybe I'll run her in that open. It's a long open to run, but should be able to win that, hopefully. She's just been in grade 3s. Coming close, but not winning them. So maybe the open will give her a better advantage. One Lady Miracle finally getting... And that's a big win, too. The World Turf Cup, that is a big win. She won that at 12 furlongs. It's not an easy race to win if you don't have the right horse for it. So finally we get back. In fact, our last two results, second and first. So again, if I can continue to do that the rest of the year, she might be able to still win that title. It's going to be close. We'll see. Nothing's guaranteed. Got to run her in the... You see, if I run her in the Continental again, she'll be in the gray, and then I don't know if she'll even be in the blue by the time the China Cup rolls around. Let me see. So, she just raced last month. So, how long does it take her to be in the green? How many weeks? So, 1... Oh, only 2 weeks. What's her health rating? 67. Okay, actually, she should be okay. So, we can do both of these races then. Thank goodness. If her health rating was a little bit worse, this would not work. But we can still run her in these two. I'm just trying to point stack with her. I know what I need to do with her now. So if I can finish top 2, top 3 at the worst, that hopefully should be enough. But a win is more ideal. So Pale Reef, yeah, that mile cup was so bad. That 8 furlong race, just... They were running, like I said, 10 or 12 wide. Doesn't even make sense. And then, yeah, it's not a long race. So, like, we needed to be in position. I wanted to try to get her on the outside to have a good run. But it was never going to work going 10 wide. So, space just wasn't there. And, yeah, the bad start as well. That's my fault. That didn't help. So, that was just not a good race overall. But she's still leading. She's still leading the sprint, so she's not out of any contention yet. So when's the next sprint race? So one more, and she has to win this one. It's the China Mile or the sprint, but I'm gonna run her in the mile again. And we have to win it. That's the thing. I wish I could block the China Sprint with one of our other horses, but then I would always have to guarantee a win. And there's nobody, I mean, unlike 2004 where we can do that, it's hard to do that in this game when you're limited with the amount of horses you can run anyway. So, yeah, we just have to put her in that race and hope for the best. And like I said, we have to go for the win. And just hope that maybe our rivals won't be in the China Sprint. Because she proved she's she beat Divine Carol by 10 lengths, so she's faster than that horse. It's not a question. Just have to make sure it's the right circumstances for us to secure that victory. So, gosh, we can either have 2 GWS champions, 1 GWS champion, or none. Like, this has been a pretty wild video. Very roller coastery. Roller coastery is not a word, but again, it goes in the HRG dictionary. So, here we go. One Lady Miracle, up again, Continental Cup. We just talked about this race, 12 furlongs. Our rivals are actually not here. Or no, Divine Steel. That is one of our rivals, but I don't remember how many points that horse has. Our main rivals are not here, though. I think the ones that we're tied with are higher than us, with the exception of Divine Steel. And that horse has better odds, so I need a top 3 performance. We could win this race. Divine Steel is the favorite, and that's not by a big margin. So, like, this is still pretty wide open. Like I said, I need to run her as if she's really a procedure, as close to that leg type as possible. So it gives her the best advantage. I don't know why the game just didn't give her procedure leg type. That's how I've won with her. When I run her from the back as a middle of the pack, maybe a closer, like it just... She's too slow to respond. Did he say a beautiful day? I wasn't really listening. It's not a beautiful day. The trees look beautiful in the background. It's fall, clearly, but like it's dark and cloudy. It looks really stormy here. Like if they had lightning in this game, this could possibly be postponed. Okay. Not the greatest start, but it's okay. It's better than what I've been getting with her. And we're off and running in the Continental Cup, GWS Turf Territory. And again, I want to get her as close to the front as I can without her without her being totally out of position. Whatever the game will be lenient with me on, I'm going to push that envelope. If it allows me to run 5th, I will run 5th. Don't even question it. It's a field of 14, so they probably don't want me running 4th. I think I could be okay if she's at least 5th. But this is ideal. Like, we're only, 3 lengths off at the front. I would prefer to have her on the outside, but at the same time, like, running on the outside in this game is not always ideal because the turns can really eat you up. And why does this horse keep moving in and out? Make up your mind! Oh my goodness, who is that? Cosmic Page, figure it out, bro. No, I didn't want to have her drop that far back. Trying to move through this gap, okay. Her field rating just look at her meter. It's been like this for most of the race, just up, down, up, down, up, down. She's not happy. This is we're stuck. I need somebody to move. Okay, there we go. Let's go. Good start. We got to win this today, my girl. We got to win. Okay. Hold. Not going to go on the whip yet. Now let's see if she can kick away. We got some competition. The 7, is that the favorite? That's Divine Steel, isn't it? Gosh, Divine Steel absolutely smoking us. But it looks like as long as she can finish strong. Come on, no. Oh, my goodness. Nothing I could do there. She's running as fast as she can. Honestly, for her to almost be at 80 speed, she still doesn't quite show that. It's a good result, but Divine Steel, it's gonna make it a little bit harder. It's like now we have to win that last race. I just want her to get the title now because I mean, this championship has kind of been a mess, and the fact that she's still able to maybe win it, like, I have to keep fighting. But obviously she's going to be stronger next year, and I think as long as there's no new horses that come into the field that are stronger than this year's horses, she should be able to take that away. Not to mention, I know what I'm doing, and look at that. She's actually leading. That was huge. Divine Steel got that big win. And actually, now that I think about it, Divine Steel must have only been at 14 points. So actually, if Divine Steel didn't win that, we would be 3 points clear of Sharp Hunter. But either way, like, we're in the lead by a point. Remember, she was down in, what, 8th place with 5 points? And somehow, even through the ups and downs that she's had, she is leading the GWS Turf by a point. But what I say before that race, I'm like, at least a top 3 at the minimum, so we can ensure some points. Pale Reef still clear in the sprint. It's close, man. It's going to come down to literally one race for both series. That's, like, insane. The GWS usually doesn't get to this point all the time. We've had it happen, you know, every blue moon, but that's not the norm. It's usually either already won a few races before the final one, or we weren't in any real challenging position and we just dropped out. Like, this is literally going down to the last race. So my math was right. She will be in the green for the China Cup, and we have to beat Divine Steel and Sharp Hunter. That's it. As long as I think I was going to say, as long as we finish above those two horses, we should be fine. But if somebody else wins and gets more points than us, then that also doesn't help. Let's see who I'm going to have to watch out for. Yeah, actually, that only Divine Steel and Sharp Hunter. Because even if Dancing Monster, the horse at 4th place, wins, even if he wins, he'll only be at 24 points. That's the closest he'll get to us. So we just have to beat Divine Steel and Sharp Hunter, no matter what. We just need to make sure we finish with more points than them. If they're even going to be in the last race. I'm hoping they're not. And then we could just cruise on. But if they are, we just have to beat them. And through all of this ridiculousness that's happened in year 44 of this game, we can still somehow secure a GWS championship for One Lady Miracle, which, I mean, I think she should have. You know, I've dropped the ball with her, and she's definitely a quirky horse. Like, she's not bad, but she's really, really strange. Still kind of hit and miss to get into that rhythm with her. But her last 3 results, I finished 2nd, 1st, and 3rd. So we've been top 3. We're no longer finishing out of the points or the money. Ready for Combat's up. Open race. 11.5 furlongs on the dirt. This is a long way to go for an open. Hoping she can try to get the win. Alien Disco, Silent Moon, Fierce Flyer, good field. Holy Ruin, Mad Thunder. Actually, really solid field of some decent, whatever level these horses are ranked, like between F and double S. I know they're not double S, but I don't know if they're A or B or maybe even C. I don't know where they're ranked, but they're not bad horses, hence why we don't have the favoritism. But I'm not concerned about that because this girl has been beating her odds every single time with these stats, mind you. But she is from Crimson Art out of Frugal Lark. It's 2 great horses. It's a solid start to her pedigree, so yeah. That helps out a lot. I think different parents, she would not be having these results. But Frugal and Crimson, both consistent, both very solid. They were both winning well before their peaks. I think that helps too. So hopefully this is a pedigree I can rely on to like be successful early on in their careers, well before they actually peak. That would be nice. But I also have to make sure when I breed this filly Ready for Combat down the line that we pair her with a stud that is pretty much the same way. Maybe America's Dream. I don't think there's... Is there any inbreeding? Ah, there is. Same mother. Okay. Well, we'll have to find a different stud. Maybe Electric Arrow. Something like that, you know. Social Brandy's still back there. Toxic Waters even. But let me see. Toxic Waters... yeah, no inbreeding with Toxic Waters, so that actually might work. Ready for Combat and Toxic Waters. I feel like I haven't really bred our originals together in this game a lot, right? We've always used an in-game horse with an original. We've never took like 2 created originals and bred them too often. This is a bad positioning, so where do they... I mean, where can I put her? Like, she was in 5th. She's still in 5th, technically. This game is being so weird today, man. Bad positioning because she was a length behind the front runners, but she was still in 5th place. Like, her... you know what? Whatever. It's been that type of day. I should be used to it by now. Okay... that horse got started a little bit quicker than I expected. That's fine. That's fine. That actually works out, though. You guys are going to drift out far. Give us a nice inside trip here. Down the stretch we come with Ready for Combat. Furlong and a half left to go. As always, she's driving well, man. She's driving really well. She has a chance to win this, maybe. She can continue to fight. No ability. She's still driving in, and she's going to finish 3rd. Maybe 2nd? That's going to be close. I think 3rd. Gosh, it's going to be really close. Either way, another great performance from Ready for Combat. I cannot wait till she starts hitting her peak, man. It's going to be wins. It's going to be wins. So I'm very happy with that. Supposed to finish 7th. Again, that's been the case with her like almost every race now in the last, 6? She's finished, twice as good as she was expected. So, we'll take it every time. And then that'll probably be it for her for the year. I don't see a need to run her again. She finally moves up to C rank. Again, until her stats start improving, we're not going to see anything crazy. She has closer, but it's hard to hit that ability with Proceeders. Again, another example of this game putting abilities and things together that don't make sense. Not saying it can't happen. It's just, it's easier to tap into that ability on an actual closer, or at least a horse that runs towards the midfield. A horse that's running in the top 5 and only a length and a half off of the leaders, that's not how it works. Young Crown Cup with America's Dream, his first grade 1. Can he break his grade 1 maiden? Who's going to be the favorite? It's a decent field of a couple of horses. Could be Crimson Canary, could be White Stage, could be Kinky Crown. I'm going to say Crimson Canary. No, it's actually us. Wow. I mean, I think he's ready. He's been winning by margins most of the time. I dropped that one race with him, which is completely my fault. Nothing to do with him. Yeah, I mean, we win this. He should get 2-year-old of the year. That would be a fantastic start. And if he doesn't, he's still had a great year. He's won a lot of his races. And, yeah, he's doing exceptionally well. Like, he feels like he's a little bit faster than 75 speed. And he's still growing. Like, guy's only 2. He just hit the track, man. So, he could be 90 speed. He should be. Social Brandy and Frugal Lark, he actually should be 90 plus speed. So, that's going to be so fun once he gets to that point, man. Going to be a true turf flyer. Can't wait. And he still has an okay dirt rating, so if we ever want to experiment with the dirt, we can still send him out there. So we have flexibility. That's even better. Mr. Dream hits the track for the Young Crown Cup. 2-year-old colts are up. Try to break their grade 1 maidens. It's our race to win, so let's not overwork them and just do what we need to do. Good start. We're off in the Young Crown Cup with America's Dream. Go ahead and give him a little bit of work here just to see what the field does. Okay, running a little bit hot. Slow him down just a little bit. He's super responsive as well, man. Like, if I want him to go faster, only a little bit, he will. If I want him to slow down a lot, he will. Like, he's really good with listening to the commands and kind of responding accordingly. Pale Reef is up and down. And One Lady Miracle, yeah, it's a constant, like, a constant rodeo with her. It feels like that every time. You know, it feels like that with both of them. Just Pale Reef's a much better horse than One Lady Miracle, so we're able to have more success with her. But like, they both feel like rodeos. It's just don't know what I'm gonna get. You know. Okay. Here we go. Now we should be able to close. There we go. Nice run. Nice run here from America's Dream. The 1 trying to get loose got bogged in. I don't know if that horse is going to still go past us, though. 13 still keeping up with us, but it's going to be a grade 1 win for America's Dream in the Young Crown Cup. His first grade 1. And it turns out he was ready for it. I wasn't initially going to think about putting him in this race until I saw how well we were doing. And while I'm like, yeah, we might as well give him a shot. And he's on to great things already. America's Dream. Let's go. Let's go, my boy. Yeah, it's got to be something with the dream, huh? A lot of our really good horses throughout our games always have the word dream in it. Maybe it's like a secret like Tecmo like code glitch. Just name your horse, just put the word dream in your horse's name, and they get like an extra 5% boost in their performance. Like, you know, video games do that. I'm not saying this one does, but like it's weird, quirky stuff like that that actually works. Length and a quarter leader and winner over Royal Silence, who kept up with us more than I was expecting. Let's go. And without a shadow of a doubt, I hope that should give him 2-year-old of the year. I mean, he won all but one race, and he's won at every level. He won an Open, Grade 3, Grade 2, and a Grade 1. Last thing is just to win internationally at the Grade 1 level. So, heck of a year for America's Dream. Heck of a 2-year-old season, man. What a start. And again, this guy comes from Social Brandy, so he's not going to peak quickly. So we have a couple of years of this. And the crazy thing is, haven't even tapped into Close Race OK. Haven't really needed to, you know. He's been there. So happy with how he's performed. So yeah, that'll be it for Ready for Combat America's Dream. So only 2 more races. And it's the most important races of this entire video. On the 2 horses that have given me the most trouble in this entire video. It's GWS Sprint and GWS Turf Time with Pale Reef and One Lady Miracle. And I really just need to win both, especially if our rivals are there. Pale Reef first. Let's see. Divine Carol's here. Scott Show, but Divine Carol's the one we're really worried about. And we are the favorites, so no mess ups. Just run your race. Make sure you do what you need to do. And this should be her GWS Sprint Championship. Yeah. And like I said, you know, she handles running at the back a little bit better. Her stats are dropping, though. No longer in the 80s. Power was previously in 70. Stamina and staying and speed were all in the 80s. So yeah, she's definitely on the decline now, but she is 5 years old. That's expected with her growth type. So there's got to be Divine Carol. That's literally all that matters, I think. I can't recall if anybody else is as close to us that's in this race. I think whoever the 3rd place horse is in the championship is not here today. Don't quote me. I don't think that horse is here. So I think we just need to focus on beating Divine Carol. And technically, we're still leading this championship anyway, so as long as we finish ahead of Divine Carol in any way, we're going to win. We should be able to, unless somebody else sneaks away with it. And wow, I finally get a perfect start with Pale Reef. Wasn't even really trying to, but that's usually how it happens. Now, this is a quick race, so I'm going to actually have to be a little more mindful about not having her fall too far back. But, like, I don't like the way the field is running sometimes. Okay. I want her to be closer, and here she goes, like, not listening to me. Like, she wants to go 95 miles an hour. She's just... Her response rating is 81, and I get it, but it's like a feel thing. It's not that she's super responsive in that regard. It's like she's responding way too much. Like, we've had horses with good response ratings that wouldn't, like, you know, go too fast or too slow. Like, it's she can't even figure out how to get in the right window. We gotta go, my girl. We gotta go. Get out of the way. She's got plenty of stamina. Hopefully she can make this work. Where's Divine Carol? Where's Divine Carol? Actually, way back there, but driving. Oh, no. Divine Carol's done. Is that horse blocked? I don't even... You know, doesn't matter. Yes! Oh, what a blow-away victory for Pale Reef. If you had any doubts, she just shut you up. Like, officially. If you had any doubts, she quieted you, she shut you up, you're in timeout. But I'm assuming most of you didn't, because you understand how good this horse is. And that's 2 back-to-back wins, which also should show that I finally got it figured out again with her after having a little bit of a stumble. And I think even if Divine Carroll was there with us, wasn't going to win because, again, we've proven more than once that she is the faster horse. Divine Carroll's a good horse, but Pale Reef was definitively faster on more than one occasion. So, like, yeah, I think even if that horse kept up with us, wasn't going to beat us, which was the most important. 5-length winner, your GWS Sprint champion, Pale Reef. Deservingly so, Hall of Fame bound. Yes, let's go. 1 down, 1 to go. One Lady Miracle. Our rivals aren't here. Our rivals are not here. Our rivals are not here. 2 for 2. Shark, Hunter, did not here. Divine Steel, not here. And of course, I'm still going to aim to win this because I should be winning with this horse by now. She's about to be 5 next year. But that, I mean, gosh, that's nice to know. Because like I said, like, she was still in this championship despite how bad it was looking. So I'm like, if she's going to be this close and nobody's running away with it, we need to still try to win it, man. This takes off the pressure. That means next year I don't have to worry about running her in the GWS. I can run her in the other international grade 1s and not be pressured. You know, I can put her in more ideal races. Like, these races fit her conditions, but I would prefer to run her in the other international races because she's, you know, she's struggling with these a little bit. It's like the point is to make sure we can try to win with her as much as we can. And it's like, I don't want to waste, you know, her potential because I'm running her in races that she's just kind of struggling with more than others. We can still run her in tough competition. Just because it's not a GWS classified race doesn't mean there aren't going to be good horses. That's completely false. But it's like, the GWS is always going to be the toughest of the toughest horses. And I still think she's still growing. She still has a little bit more to show. And her stats are kind of like, you know, whatever. In fact, has she already peaked? Speed and Stang, wasn't it at 77? Is this really the best she was going to be? From Social Branding out of Suave Master. And if anything, Suave Master may be the reason maybe why she wasn't quite where I thought she would be by this point. Not saying Suave Master is a bad broodmare, but like, Suave Master wasn't Frugal Arc, not even close, you know. Or East of Pool. Remember, East of Pool gave birth to Toxic Waters, our best original so far in this game. So, out of those 3 broodmares, Suave Master certainly is, I think, 3rd on that list. So maybe that has a little bit to do with it, but nonetheless, I still want to get, you know, I mean, gosh, she'll get in the Hall of Fame, which is important. So that's great. And, I mean, hey, if a horse can win the GWS, I think they deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, even if they don't win every race. Because that still means you had to be consistent enough throughout the entire championship to earn enough points to win. And that's what we've done. And no cheating, no nonsense. Like, she did win a race, win a grade 1, and she finished well enough in the others to at least have a chance. And like I said, nobody was running away with it. Now, maybe if it was, like, tougher horses in this field, then yeah, you know, we would have been dropped out probably at some point. I'm sure we would have, you know, but in her defense, she has found a way. She has found a way to still stay competitive. And yeah, she hasn't given up. She does have a good heart rating. 81 is her guts rating. So, like, she's not a horse that quits. And thank goodness. If she was a horse that would quit, then yeah, we would have been done with this whole championship with her. But she still has heart in there. And I think that's the key with her. As long as I can try to really work with her, you know, she will show you what she's really capable of, you know. Good run here. Really good run. Like I said, we don't have to worry about winning. I want to try to win, but the focus is just try to do well. Now, I wonder if these horses are going to tire out. The 10 got the jump. 13 running past us. Furlong left to go. She's there. Look at her. She's fighting. She's fighting so hard. She's fighting so hard. Not going to get the win. Guess I could have gotten her going sooner. Gosh. Feels like that sometimes, man. It's like 3 furlongs. I need to, like, get on the whip with her. Still gave us a decent stretch run and had her in a good position. I just yeah, you know, that's the thing with her. It's like, I think she will fight as hard as she can as long as she has a chance. I have to give her a chance. And even still, that was a tough race. Those horses weren't backing down, but Pale Reef just clearing it by 2 points over Far Midnight, actually. And granted, like, we won that race clear, so it wouldn't have mattered where Far Midnight finished behind us. That was essential. And 3-point leader because, again, none of our rivals were in that race. In fact, most of the horses on this list weren't in that race, which shows you her durability as well. That's also what matters in these championships, your horse's durability, their toughness. How are they able to bounce back? And fortunately, I was able to run her in a lot more GWSs than the other horses, so we had more opportunities. Shows you she's not like a weak horse. I feel like I can breathe because that got a little bit tight there. Trying to win those 2 titles. Who cares about the jockey standings? It's all about the horses. 2 of our girls. Yes. Sprint and turf. It's been a while since we've been able to do that in that regards. Did I say do that in that regards? Do it in that regards. Whatever. GWS Turf right there for One Lady Miracle, Hall of Fame bound, and stablemate Pale Reef, GWS Sprint, also Hall of Fame bound. Let's freaking go. Save, see what the end of the year awards look like, and let's see if any of our horses get Horse of the Year. I never know in this game, but we'll see. Oh man, what a close. What a close to the year. I really didn't know what was going to happen. I mean, we surely could have easily lost both of those championships. It was there to lose. Yeah, she's still on balance, but is that doing anything for her? Like, what else? Speed? I feel like she's peaked already, though. I was hoping she was going to maybe get to, like, the mid-80s at some point, but I don't remember where she started, so maybe this is her at her best. Good power rating, which will hopefully help her for some of the tougher international courses in Europe. I mean, her speed, her power, and her guts are really what's important, and as long as those stay relatively competitive, she should be able to still race for a while and have success. More wins, though. 25 meets and only 7 wins. That's not ideal by this point, but you can see she's finished well enough in the top 3. 19 times in the top 3 out of 25 starts. So, like I said, she's pretty consistent, but still not where I think she should be and where I want her to be. Oh, gosh. So happy that's over with, honestly. I was getting quite stressful at the end. So yeah, now we can actually scroll down. So America's Dream, 117, behind Aunt B. Yeah, naturally. Gosh, this game is ridiculous sometimes. It really is. Where did... Ready for Combat probably is not even up here. I didn't even run her in any grade 1s. I'd be shocked if she was. I'm just curious, but yeah, she's not up there. Oh wait, she's running on the dirt, but she's still not up here. Okay. Oh no, I lied. There she is. 111 for the mid and the long. Okay. One Lady Miracle hit 131 for the long. And Pale Reef dominates. 136 for the sprint, 143 for the mile. Oh my gosh. And she gets a 130 rating for the long. Sharp Hunter gets Horse of the Year. Fair play. That horse is a lot better than I expected. Won the Diamond Cup. I mean, I think that's fine. I don't think any of our horses, with the exception, I think Pale Reef should have been up there for it, but apparently the game thinks Sharp Hunter did better. And now that I think about it, actually, that seems a little bit ridiculous. I think Pale Reef, I mean, she won the sprint, and I think she won more grade 1s than that horse this year. So they only gave that championship to Sharp Hunter because maybe, 3 grade 1 wins in the Diamond Cup? Like I said, I can't expect it. But it's fine. She gets Best Sprinter, as she should. Fast Delight gets Best Older and Dirt Horse. And biggest win was the Universal Cup. So, yeah, that's something we're going to have to look out for unless he'll be retiring. Sharp Hunter, Best 3-year-old Colt. Crazy Hunter, Best 3-year-old Filly. We have her in Gallop Racer 2004. And we didn't actually get Best 2-year-old Colt because Quiet Sound won the World J Cup, which in all honesty, yeah, that's a bigger race to win than the Young Crown Cup. Like, that's best 2-year-olds in the world. We just beat the best 2-year-olds just in the country. So, Fair play, fair play. Pale Reef, the only one with awards, but you know, I think she clearly deserved them in that regard. So I'm at least glad she got something. Horse of the Year would have been nice to add another title, but I wonder if she already has that. Maybe not. I'll have to check. Dream Cup Series. I guess we'll do it. Any different horses? Oh, Electric Arrow. I came close with him last time. Can I run him in the Dream Mile? Yes, I think I'm just going to do that. That's all I care about right now. Here we go. I know, like, we need to obviously have more horses to win this whole thing, but we only have 3 horses that we can even use for this, right? So, yeah, we still have... I just thought about it. Could I not use Toxic Waters for a race? Did he did get into the Hall of Fame, did he not? Or did I miss it with him? Oh gosh, was he a horse? I think I missed it, didn't I? I don't think I won a GWS with him. I'll double check. I don't think I did. I mean, yeah, they're never going to give us good odds, but it doesn't matter. Let's just see what we can do. Man, oh man, I was not expecting this video to be some of the up and down that it was. I was really expecting this to be a very, very chill time. Like in 2004, our last couple of videos have been pretty stress-free because so many of our horses are so good now. So like we're not really struggling like that. With the exception of like the 2-year-olds and the 3-year-olds we're still trying to figure out, but that's not even the case for all of them. It's only a couple that I'm still trying to figure out. Most of them are in their rhythm, so to speak. So I wasn't expecting to have the day that we had here today, but it still worked out because both of our girls won the titles, which was the main focus of the video and our job anyway. So we did what we needed to do. Was it pretty? I can't say it was pretty, but it wasn't the worst thing, right? Hit our goals. We still got it done, and that's all that matters. I was going to play again, but gosh, I'm kind of like, I'll come back to it another time. Because, I mean, the beginning of the year is going to be boring anyways until, April, so there's really going to be nothing to do. So I'll come back to that at another time. But I wanted to make sure I got a video of 03 up. I always say it, I don't like it to go more than a month without me uploading a video on this game, so... Okay, Electric Arrow, you got the wire. I mean, you have the rail. Let's see what you do. I hope we're not blocked. Keep driving. Okay, we're not. Keep going. Keep going. Yep. We're not catching whoever the heck that is. Endless Libra. Wow. Good run here from Electric Arrow. But he's tired out, and now he's going to start to fall. Aw, dude, you were so close. That really could have been like 3rd place. Just tired out at the end. This just goes to show you how good those horses are. Gosh, I wonder how far we are from like actually winning this with like our originals. Not that we have to, right? But it's like, how far are we from having an original horse be able to run against those horses and actually win? I still feel like we're quite a ways away, you know? Still feel like we're quite a ways away from that, so. But yeah, let me double check. Well, I'm gonna double check after this. King Lark, 5 stars on everything except for discipline. That's hilarious. I mean, it's not a big deal. He's basically a 5-star horse, so we'll take that. I mean, if you were to average this out, yes, that would still be closer to 5 stars and 4-star overall. So, you know what I mean? It'd be like 4.97, whatever. So, yeah, basically our first. I mean, speaking of horses that can maybe challenge, maybe he can be the one. King Lark. From don't even have this dude in my notes. How goofy. Electric, no, is it Toxic Waters and Frugal Arc or Electric Arrow and Frugal Arc? No, it's Electric Arrow and Frugal Arc, right? Be honest, pay respect to his mother. Keep him without the hood. Just give him a nice little shadow roll. I feel like I do red a lot. Blue we have already had. I think a different color would kind of be nice. Maybe just purple. Actually, let's do purple. He's got a high sock on his right left, or his back left leg, so I'm not going to touch that. I'll just put 2 on the front. And let's actually do purple and yellow. Still paying homage to Frugal Lark. Gosh, I feel like I've done this tack with somebody. Have I not? Maybe I should do like a completely different color. Black and yellow? White and yellow, I've definitely done that. Blue and yellow doesn't even really make sense. I kind of like that, I guess it's kind of like a maroon burgundy. Doesn't really look good with the purple. With the yellow. With the white. Black doesn't really look ideal. Of course, I would like to still have Frugal's colors in there somewhere. I'm just not trying to have them look exactly like Frugal, you know. Maybe just do black and yellow. We'll do that. I don't feel like I've done that in a while. Alright, Mr. Lark. As always, I always do the first training session myself just to see how well I can do. Should I do guts or speed? I'm going to do guts, I think. And then after this, I'll just do entrust. And then, yeah, I'll double check if Toxic Water has even gotten to the Hall of Fame. I don't think he did. And then that'll be the end of it, I should say. Hopefully this goes well and I don't like get like a 60 or like a low 70. 80 or higher would be ideal, and that's just my window. May not be yours, but that's just where I need to hit because I've gotten bad at this for some reason. Remember, I used to be good and hit 90s like pretty frequently. Now it's just like, can't do that. But it's like my analog stick just stops working when I'm doing that, and that's where I lose out on the points. It's like it doesn't respond half the time. But what I say, I wanted to get above 80. We got 81. I'm okay. Yeah, our average is 85, so 4 points off. Could have been maybe close to a 90, but gosh, my analog stick just like goes away. Good job, thank goodness. All right, that actually went well. Actually went well. So One Lady Miracle is 5. Her stats are still good. I mean, now that she's won the GWS Turf, try to get her other titles, maybe. Pale Reef, she's 6. Still good as well. Gonna continue to run her. I'm in no race. I mean, I'm in no rush to retire either of them. Like, Pale, come on, bro. Let's actually see how she did in her last 10. So her last 10, she won the New York Turf Stakes. These are grade 1s. That's 4 grade 1s right on screen. Now, granted, 3 of them are from the previous year. So let me just go to this one. Okay. So 1, 2, 3 grade 1 victories. A second place. 4, 5. So she won 5 grade 1s this year. I don't think Sharp Hunter won that much. But it is what it is. She won her title. That's really all that matters. And actually, did she get Horse of the Year at all before? Oh, gosh. She actually has 6 titles. I totally forgot. Okay, never mind. It doesn't matter. It actually does not matter. I might try to get her a Sprint Champ title, because she can handle the sprint, can she not? 9 furlongs, maybe not. Might be a stretch. I'll figure it out with her later. And, One Lady Miracle. Not doing well, but you will rest as long as you need to, because the biggest task of your racing career is out the window. Like, it's done. And you have your 1 title, so you're a Hall of Fame bound. Thank goodness. And, yeah, King Lark. He's from Electric Arrow. I don't know why I was forgetting that for some reason. No, Twin Sun. Twin Sun. Wow. Twin Sun. Why don't... Electric Arrow. No, I'm thinking about the, am I thinking about another horse, maybe? The other, filly? I can't remember. He's from Twin Sun. I mean, he could have... spurt, closer, stretch burst, close race, okay. He could be awesome. He is going to be awesome. And he's got a deep pedigree. I think that's helping with his potential. Crimson Art's in there, Honeybee, Mad Courage, Scott, like he's got a great pedigree. So high hopes for King Lark. Nothing but high hopes. If he falls short of them, that would be extremely disappointing. Oh, HRG Arrow is from Electric Arrow. Duh, Eric. Yeah, it's definitely time for me to get off. Hall of Fame. I mean, if he's not... He is in the Hall of Fame. He wasn't popping up for some of those GWS races. I wonder... I mean, not GWS. Gosh, I really need to go to bed. Dream Cup races. Now, I didn't look at all of them, but like he didn't pop up for the 2. That was kind of strange. Yeah, 31 meets for Toxic Waters, 24 wins, and 18 of those were grade 1s. And these are his stats. Fast pace, okay. Last corner leader. Gosh, he was so good, man. Did not expect him to be as great as he was. 6 titles. And you see them on screen. So, yeah, like, my gosh. Like, what am I thinking? Oh, I don't know if he made the Hall of Fame. I just feel like I'm just not even thinking about horses correctly. So, through all the struggling today in the video, we achieved our goals. And that's going to do it. Appreciate you guys for love and support on the channel. As always, expect more 2004 content. I will still try to come back to this game within the next week or 2. Maybe even sooner than that, but we'll see. And until next time, Horse Racing Comparison out. Hope you all a great and fantastic day. So I need to take myself to bed. See you later. Goodbye.